to reap. And then two, four, six. That's it. This is a good deck.